The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of rmconair.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
What's your style? Curly, straight, wavy, or maybe you like it natural? Introducing Secret Styling Hair Care Products by Smith Products Company, LLC. A complete line of hair moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, and an assortment of other hair styling aids formulated for today's fashion-conscious consumer. Enhance your style. Get the secret.
Here we go, Just Sports with Sonny Wells. What's happening, everybody? We're here to my left, Smitty, to his left, Cassandra Calloway. Did I say that right?
That is correct.
Okay. Is her mic up? Let's turn her mic up, make sure. Say that again.
That is correct. Cassandra Calloway.
Cassandra Calloway. Yes. You played for who now? The
Houston Comets for only one season. The first when the WNBA first started out, and my cousin's Kenny Smith as well. So I got in on some luck, and I did the bench for about 6 games. So got my
Cynthia Cooper
okay, cool.
Yes.
Then we got Brother Vince.
What's going on out there?
Yeah. Then we got Pierre, the historian.
Welcome.
And next to him, Doc.
Yes.
Football, baby. Here we go. I liked the game last night. I wish Vic could have won, but the kicker didn't. I don't know. He had some chippies he missed. The boy missed that ball. Hit him in his hands.
Yeah, hit him in his hands. Was it Smith?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he gets paid for. He should have caught that one.
Of course.
Yeah, that was a perfect pass.
It was thrown to him.
Yes.
He has one job to do.
Right.
Catch the ball.
That's right.
And that would have gave them the first down. Then
that would have won the game right there.
That's all they needed.
Yeah, that's all they needed. Yeah.
Man. Come on, y'all over there.
Yeah,
don't be quiet.
It was certainly a typical a Baltimore Ravens Pittsburgh Steelers game.
Yeah.
I mean, knockdown, drag out, certainly an ugly game, but the same token, Pittsburgh had every opportunity to win that game playing at home, and they desperately needed it too. Vic didn't look all that great, but the same token, how
I thought he looked good.
I don't know.
The first half?
No, I mean second half.
Okay. Let's qualify that. Yeah,
second half.
All right.
And having said all that, they still should have won, but they didn't. Give credit to Baltimore. But what I look at even more so is you have someone like a Ray Rice who's out there begging for a job, and that young stable of running backs definitely need leadership there, and they actually could use Ray Rice with Baltimore, and haven't heard a sign from him since the.
What was that? Forsett is the name of their running back.
He's nice.
He's nice.
He's
I
like him. But he's still young though.
Yeah.
But Ray Rice, that's not going to happen.
I'm saying they can at least give him an opportunity.
No, they can't do that. It just doesn't work.
I think Oakland in the second half, Oakland was playing conservative, and they should have played aggressive ball. In my mind, they kept running.
You mean Pittsburgh?
I'm sorry, Pittsburgh.
Oakland, I would think Pittsburgh gave up. I felt like Pittsburgh gave up. They didn't want it bad enough. The Ravens wanted it. They came in after with the 2 minutes left. I don't think Pittsburgh was hungry enough.
Pittsburgh did, but they blew it. They gave it to Michael Vick. And the running back is running over him all day. And now at the last minute, when you need 2 yards,
yes,
you
use 2 downs,
yes,
and blow it 2 times.
Haven't said that
in overtime.
Haven't said that they still should have made it.
They should have made it. Even with the trick plays. I mean, that they really put the game in Michael Vick's hands.
Yes.
2 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
They lost the game.
Well,
they lost the game.
It wasn't about
even though it was a kicker's fault. I mean, obviously, they would have never had to go into overtime if the kicker would have made it.
But it goes back to the receiver, too. If he had caught that pass, the game would have been over as well.
True.
That's all.
No.
Yeah. Smith, I'm talking about Smith in the end zone.
The game wasn't in Vic's hands, wasn't in the receiver's hands. The game was on a kicker's foot. Okay, come on. You talking about a person had to do one thing. He has to do one thing.
Yeah.
kick a field goal. And this gentleman has been, for the past 2 years, has not been very faithful as making field goals. Bottom line, make the field goal.
Yeah.
We won't have this conversation.
Should have made the field goal.
Yeah,
The
well,
game would have been over.
but like I said,
the game would have been over 2 field goals ago.
right.
We wouldn't have been having this
been over.
conversation
Right.
because the receiver dropping the ball, making bad plays, with Mike Vick telling him to run the ball when you should have maybe given to the running back. All of that, okay, fine. We got one guy, we have to do one thing.
Let's kick the ball.
Yeah, but I wouldn't just put it on the kicker though. I mean,
would.
several
That's
other
why-
players.
Yeah, there's a few other
Yeah.
opportunities as well.
His hands.
I would cut him.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, I would do that now.
Wait. Excuse me, fellas. Bubba, I think she came in and drop off something right quick.
Uh-oh, somebody's paying their.
They're not gonna check him out.
Okay.
Paying his debt
All right.
Paying his debt to society, to the crew. That's right.
Like night, free food.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and break that out.
Yeah.
A French
I was in on that.
A French fry.
You were here, right?
2 fries, I'm full.
All right.
I was trying to be in on it.
And on top of that, Doc's son, believe it or not, Cal is actually ranked number 24 in the country, 24 team in the country, and they're playing
That
against
they are.
Washington State tomorrow.
What-
They're ranked in the top 25.
What time
Was
tomorrow?
it 3-0 or 4-0 right now?
Clock tomorrow.
They're actually
2 o'clock tomorrow.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
4-0.
4-0.
Ooh, 4-0.
And
All
they're
right.
playing Washington State this.
Washington State homecoming.
Saturday.
Looking forward.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would be there.
Put that in there.
That's Cal game right there. That's Cal all the way.
I would
Now
be
I
there.
slipped
That'd
to
be
mention the
exact.
Raiders. Somebody talk about the Raiders a little bit.
Why?
Remember we had,
I'm from New York.
Wow.
I cheer for the Giants and the
Great
Jets
answer.
still, but
let me give you one reason. We had Amari we had
Great
Amari
answer.
Cooper's brother in the studio here.
Right.
What, about 2-3 months ago?
Right. Right.
Yeah. And now that I didn't know who he was, and I had an opportunity to watch him. He's a top-notch receiver as a rookie.
Okay,
Well,
but
yeah,
he's wasted. He's wasted on the Raiders. Well, can y'all just explain one
Wasted.
thing? Why does the Raiders still have a channel here in Los Angeles and they haven't been here in 20 years? Just explain that to me.
Oh, I'll
Preach.
explain it to you.
Preach on, preach on, preach.
Number one, you have a huge fan base here.
Yeah.
Why?
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 Because of the
They
legacy.
loyal for no
because
damn
of the
reason.
legacy of the Raiders. You look at the fact that, remember, when they were down here, they did actually win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm
How
saying?
long ago was that?
Oh yeah, no, I understand that, but it still happened while it was here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have a loyal fan base in Oakland. You have a huge fan base down here in LA, and not only just in LA, but around the country. I mean, you look at the legacy that they produced in the '60s, the '70s, and the '80s.
They played some great football then.
Okay, but isn't this 2015? I'm just. It's 215, right?
Okay, but 215 is the 2-on-1. Explain that.
Okay, well,
This
Luck.
was 215.
Luck.
Well, when have the Jets won something last?
Please. Wait a minute. They're playing Chicago Bears on Sunday.
Okay.
3-1.
Probably knock them off.
3-1.
So now they're one of the top teams in the NFL, based record-wise. They're an up-and-coming team, and they look solid.
If Carr stays healthy, they got a great running back, a rookie, I
Right.
think he is.
Khalil Mack is one
Yeah,
of the
then they
top
have a great
players.
receiver, and Carr's a decent quarterback. He just is injury prone in my mind.
The car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wind blow.
Quarterback
Uber, help
is
Yeah, but he's
her.
better
Come on,
than Tony
man.
Romo.
Quarterback is injured.
Yeah, he's better than Tony Romo. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He's better than Tony Romo.
He's obviously
Where's
making
Tony
a joke.
Romo at?
Oh, he's hurt.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, where the
Now,
he's in his
Cassandra says she's a Jet fan. Is that
Yeah,
what
well, I'm a New Yorker, so I'm going to cheer for the Jets and the Giants no matter how much we lose or win. You know? So
okay.
because I'm a fan. I'm a Knicks
Okay,
fan.
hold up.
I'm a Knicks
Hold up.
fan. I cheer for the Knicks now.
Wow.
Look,
Why? That's why.
Well, why?
Exactly.
Why?
Why is that?
Why?
So I'm a New Yorker, and I'm not
Here
a
is
fan
Spike
with
Lee.
a fan. I'm not
Here
a
is
fan with a
Spike
fan.
Lee.
How would I look when we're winning? I'm rah.
But when was the last time that happened?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying I cheer for him. You know what I'm saying? I just said I cheer for him. I'm
Jets
just
are
saying.
2-1 now.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
and
you
Curtis
know,
Martin is a really good friend of
congratulations
mine.
for
He's
that.
actually coming into the studio with me.
Curtis Martin is
Yeah.
nice. Now,
Yeah.
Curtis Martin,
He was.
Oh, yeah.
So he was nice.
Retired the Jets.
Definitely. Right.
How did you feel about that Geno Smith
thing?
thing?
The what?
How did you feel about the Geno Smith thing?
I'm not going to answer. You know why? Because I don't know about the Geno Smith thing. What happened with the Geno Smith thing? I don't.
preseason he got
Preseason
punched
when
in
he got
the
punched,
jaw.
yeah.
Oh, and the jaw joint. First of all, y'all are grown men. Okay, why y'all horse playing in the locker room?
They do it all the time, though.
Come
They
on,
do
and
it
that's
all the
why he's out for the whole
$600 worth
season.
of play.
Now,
that was $600 worth of play right
But I
there.
don't know if that was horseplay.
That's
though.
why- that wasn't
I don't know if
horseplay.
That wasn't horseplay.
Okay,
That was I'm gonna knock you out play.
Yeah, where's my
serious
money?
business.
That was
That was
and that's the
business.
same thing.
that
That's
was
the
don't
same
play with my money.
But why y'all playing those games? I mean, certain things you're supposed to, as an athlete, former athlete, things you don't bring to the locker room, like things you don't bring home.
Sure.
Okay, so that should have never taken place.
Right.
Okay, and then you're not just doing harm to him; you're doing harm to your team. I mean, come on,
But now
the
they're
Jets,
2-0.
we had some kind of
They're 2-0
hope.
because
Gino's
of that.
lost his job now.
Exactly, he's
Gino
done.
lost his job.
You can make
because of
pizzas.
that.
Yeah.
You got the right name right now. Go make some pizzas.
Okay, well in that case, okay. So if you're talking about the Jets, we already know you can scratch them off the list.
Right.
What about what about the Giants though? But what about the Giants? You had a great Eli Manning. You know, you guys won 2 Super Bowls in the last several years. You know, coming back from a wild card team. You know, both times actually. You know, I mean, you had this Eli Manning. He's supposed to be a borderline Hall of Famer himself. What's going on with the Giants?
You know what? I think the Giants need to get out of their own head. What the Giants don't realize, they're not the Giants from back in the day. They still trying to ride that ride and not put in that work. Okay, so that's how I feel about my team. They're still trying to live off of the legacy of, okay, Eli Manning's doing this thing, but here's the deal. He's not the best quarterback. You know, he's not even close. Right. But they still holding their hopes and dreams on this cat. Okay, so once we wake up and realize that this is not going to happen until we change the whole format, bring in a whole new. Don't even talk about the coaching. Okay, I'm gonna just leave that alone. You know, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave coaching
maybe
alone.
That's where you need to start.
Eli just got a fat check though.
But that's all the thing about it. You holding on for a fat check. The same thing with Kobe. When Kobe went down with his leg, he took all that money when the Lakers could have used that money somewhere else. At some point, you have to stop being selfish.
Okay,
that's true. Hey, you know what?
Kobe might end up in New York.
Let's not be selfish, and let's go and
seriously.
Let's take a break and pay some bills, and we'll be right back.
Are you a diabetic? Need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. It's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
Just Sports with Sonny Wells. We're back. We're having a good time today, too. Great show so far, gentlemen and lady.
Wait, y'all, what happened to Fry over here? Y'all didn't even put a Fry in front of the only lady in the room?
We got to you right now.
We got So, look, we finished up with the football, I think, and we want to jump right into the basketball. We've got
Denver tonight.
They're done. They stomped
halftime it was 40-40.
40-40?
Well, last time I heard it, I don't remember if it was halftime or not.
Okay. Well, we know the Clippers going to do something. And what about those Lakers?
What about them?
Well, I hear that the big fella, Hibbert, looks okay.
That's right.
He was telling me that.
Hibbert.
And then, I hear that Kobe's putting in work on him again.
That's Kobe.
Yeah, that's him.
That's what he does.
He does. So I think,
and he also throws him a ton of bricks too. What he does,
they've been working him out as a small forward.
That's what I heard.
And they have the point guard, which injured his toe. I understand.
Right.
Got a bruise going on. So, but the thing is that Lou Williams is, he was Sixth Man of the Year last year. He's saying that these guys are putting in some work, and he's very excited. I'm going to surprise a lot of people. So, I'm like you. I'm a raw Laker fan, and what would I look like going against them?
So, it's not going against them.
It's not going against them.
Smart. We're worried.
John Jay.
We're worried.
John Jay. I played John Jay College of Criminal Justice in New York.
Oh, wow, okay. I've never heard of it.
Criminal justice?
Yeah, but my mom wanted me to be a lawyer, so I was like, I had no choice. When your parents tell you got to
go in that direction,
that's what you do.
Right.
You know where South Jersey is?
South Jersey? Yeah, I know where South Jersey is.
You know where Exit 5 is?
No, I've never been picked up over there.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, Exit 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your take on the Lakers?
Well,
Yeah, what do you think?
yeah, well, this is funny because I'm not a Kobe fan, and I know Kobe is not the Lakers, but I remember the Lakers with Shaquille and that whole ring, that thing, and I wish that they can come back.
I went to those playoff games.
You know, I went to those where I had the opportunity, and then, like I said, with Kenny being my cousin, I get to go to a lot of games, you know, and I get
games,
to see
great atmosphere, great
energy.
energy.
And it's just that whether the Lakers are winning or losing, I want to be in the Staples Center just for the party because you're going to see everybody. You know, it's like people aren't even watching. We don't watch the games to the fourth quarter, okay? Because that's when it's, you know, because you're watching Robert De Niro and this person. So I like going to Laker games because it's a show. You know, showtime.
Is it still like that?
Well,
you mean 2015?
Well, the last time I went, yes, it was. You said it was. It was a little empty, but it was crowded.
Jack Nicholson's still there.
We got a little empty.
It was crowded.
Jack is still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, Jack is always there, but I just like good basketball. You know, when Kenny was playing, I would only cheer for the teams that Kenny was, you know, when he was playing.
Right.
But then I'm not up on college basketball because Kenny's not playing.
Yeah.
But now as I get older and I'm watching basketball, I just like good basketball. If you're playing good hard basketball, solid basketball, not with the cheap fouls, the hack-a-shacks and all that stuff, and just putting in the work. And a lot of these kids out here, they're more like, you know, the sneakers and the bling bling and all. When, you know, and AI is a very good friend of mine, and when he came in with the cornrows and all that changed the dimension of how the players represented themselves when they came on the court.
But he was doing that for marketing purposes.
Right. But when Kenny and Irvin and those guys were playing, it was a suit and tie, and I feel like that's where the NBA, when the image goes back to that, then the fans will come back to basketball. But right now, it's like a bunch of thugs and this and the band, you know, and that's what they look like. You know, at one point, I think the Denver Nuggets looked like a gang to me because everybody was all tatted up at one point. But what I feel when they get back to the fundamentals of not just on the court, but off the court, and not just basketball players, just athletes in general, they're wilding out because they're athletes, and, you know, we've given them a pass for so long. I mean, that's a whole nother show, the things that I've seen and people doing and being around these basketball players, and they just, the women, you know, it's crazy, and I commend the ones that are married still, you know, and, you know, but it's hard to concentrate on playing ball, and then you got all of this other distractions.
You know what I've noticed? The NBA, in terms of fundamentals, has gone down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a shame.
It's down to the point where, you know, athleticism is the thing now, and unfortunately, it's in the hands of the guards. You know, it used to be inside out, and some teams still do that. The team that won a couple of years ago with the big fella, Mr. Fundamental, they still do that. But the up and coming teams is, you know,
well, it's about the show.
It's about the, you know, Steph Curry shaking into the ground and pulling, and, you know, which looks great, looks good.
But you know, I'm watching the preseason. What do they call them? The practice they're doing. They highlight.
Right,
what do they call
camps.
Yeah.
Training camp.
And they cover fundamentals. And that was something they were talking about. They said some of these kids missed the proper training in college, so we have to do some fundamentals.
Some of these kids never went to college, and that might be part of the problem right there.
Well, that
Kobe
could be
Bryant.
a big problem.
Well,
Kobe got 5 rings plus 1 on the way, right?
15.
Well, that's true. But he got 5 and 1 on the way. But I'm telling you all, the Lakers are stacked. And you're going to be surprised with their effort this year.
I certainly
and
will.
you all were saying that
it's always good.
You all were saying it's going to take 50
good.
games to make the playoff. Not in the 8th spot. I think it takes something like about 35, 40.
No, not in the West.
No, you're talking about the whole format.
You're talking about the
Eighth
East.
spot?
You're talking about the East.
Yeah, just to make the playoffs.
We're talking about the West.
Yeah. The West is going to be
the West is fifth way.
Yeah.
35 games to make the playoffs.
In the 8th spot?
Maybe close to 50.
Okay, I missed it. Well, we'll see. Because they only won 16 last year. So
they didn't make it last year.
Yeah,
the fact that you can even count. How many they won 16 last year?
No,
out of 144 games.
So how many think that the Lakers are going to, we just showed a little clip there, how many think that the Lakers are going to do well this year in terms of, you know, they've had some new people they brought in. We just saw James Worthy at the practice helping out Hebert.
Well becomes subjective. You know, actually we really base success off of making it to the playoffs. That's success.
Yeah.
You can do well and not make the playoffs. Is that well? That's when it becomes subjective.
Not as a Lakers
Depends
fan.
on the
but a
team.
Lakers
As a
fan,
Laker,
So we gotta wait until
you gotta be in the playoffs.
Expect the
we
playoffs.
gotta wait until the end of the season almost to see whether or not they're gonna make the playoffs.
No, because they're gonna be sorry early enough for you to know they're not gonna make it.
Well, we see a game Sunday against Utah. I think.
That's preseason.
Now the Warriors are going to start out slower, I think, because Luke Walton is taking the place.
Steve Kerr showed up in practice.
Yeah, but I heard he's not really going to do too much for until he rehabs his back.
Right.
So they might get out to a slow start, which might help the Lakers. But you look at the West from top to bottom, and you have a lot of tough opponents there. I mean, the Clippers play as advertised. I mean, they should be right there in the mix. I can go down 7-8 teams.
Yeah. Well, I think it goes to the healthiest team as well. Now, remember, Oklahoma City was supposed to be up there.
Right.
And they lost their key players throughout the course of the season.
Right.
So anything can happen. That's my point.
And on top of that, how healthy is Durant? Even though he's deemed he can get back out there and play.
Right.
I mean, how effective is he going to be?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be the same player.
I don't think so. I don't
He
think so.
hasn't been the same player for a minute.
Yeah, right.
Yes, his game has been off for a minute. And the thing about they still holding their hopes on him when I really think they should have I think they need to just, cut their losses when it comes to
But
him.
how well is him and Westbrook getting along? See, they need to repair their relationship.
Well, you got folks
Him and Westbrook.
Yeah. You got folks in
think that's
Washington.
broke?
Yeah. I was hearing
Nah,
they're
it's
not
broke.
really feeling each other. They all right?
Yeah.
I mean, because that's an important element.
Yeah, that's very
their
important.
chemistry is important. As long as there's no jealousy factor going on.
Well, you got folks in Washington already trying to recruit Durant back to Washington.
I heard
surprised.
Stephen A. and Durant got into a little, well, at least Durant said that Stephen A. is a liar. He said, don't listen to Stephen A. Stephen A. don't talk to his people. And anyone he knows in his circle don't have anything to do with Stephen A.
Loudmouth Stephen A.
Yeah. So
You know Stephen A. well? I better be careful.
No. Trust me that I'm just here to listen. I'm just ear hustling. But I just want to say this about Durant. I also feel that Durant is overrated. I think that they have, ever since, did he win a slam dunk contest or something he did? I just think his play has never come up to all the hype that he's had since he's been in the NBA.
Okay, now he did win an MVP, and he also took
but he hasn't won a championship. How many
But he
MVPs
did take his team to the championship, though. They did make it to the championship.
But did they
didn't
win?
No, they didn't.
Did they win?
True enough.
It's not a win unless you win. It's not a championship unless you win.
Right.
I was
You can be a great
actually
player
in
without
Houston
winning,
when
though.
Houston swept Orlando. When the Houston Rockets won the back-to-back in 94, 95.
Yeah. Sure.
Now, it ain't out being in a loser's locker room.
Yeah.
It ain't a win unless you win.
Yeah, I know. I hear
Man,
you.
ain't no. He's out of NBA. He has a ring. He's overrated.
Okay, now answer this for me.
I hope
do
I
you
can.
think? Do you think Kenny Smith and Hakeem Olajuwon and crew would have won if Jordan would have still been playing?
Oh, come on! I've had this question. No, I've had this question a lot because Chicago was what 6? But I think they were 6 or 5. They had 5 before.
6 out of 8 years.
Right. And then Houston won the next 2, and then Chicago
they
won
3, and then Houston won 2.
and then right. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Michael Jordan was a phenomenal basketball player.
Right.
When I see him talking about he could take LeBron James now, you can't even push back from the table. He looks like he's about to give birth. He looks like he's got triplets in his stomach, but he can shoot a ball. Okay?
He's going to
his
brag.
stomach. Exactly.
He's going to brag because he don't have to back it up.
Exactly.
He can just say, of course I'll take LeBron. Of course.
But
But to
big.
answer your question,
Right.
would Houston have won? I say yes. I say yes because Houston was hungry. Remember, they went down to when they got to the semifinals. They went down to Game 7, and Kenny hit 3 7s. Exactly. It was some
7?
Yeah, he did. No.
But
7 threes. So now you want to? Okay, Sam. You got first of all.
It was cute.
You talking about San Francisco? You got a San Francisco hat on. You don't even. We only got 4 minutes left, so I'm not even gonna talk about San Francisco. I'm gonna just leave San Francisco alone. No.
Better leave him alone.
those are the 48ers.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
The 48ers, not the 49ers, the 48ers. And you made that up.
I said that. That's my quote because it's true.
You made that up.
I only said it because it's true. Oh, can I say one more thing about the NFL? This is the first month in 6 years that an NFL player hasn't been arrested.
Ooh!
Congratulations to the NFL. Congratulations.
That's nothing to clap about.
This is the first time in 6 years an NFL player haven't been arrested.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's sad. The fact that you even know that.
Yeah.
Here's some
It was a hell of a statistic.
There's some statistics for you right
That's
there.
especially for my stat man. I wanted to make sure he got that. That's for you, buddy.
It's been 9 seconds since an NFL player didn't get caught with a DUI.
That's sad.
Also, did you see where the federal courts threw out the NCAA bid to try and get the players paid? So that was just tossed.
Get that more detail.
Well, I don't have a whole lot other than the fact that there was a challenge and it
we've heard about it.
Progressed up to the courts and the judge just tossed it out. Now, what was the basis for him tossing it out? I have no idea because they didn't elaborate on it. But Sonny and I were talking about it. It says no way in the world they were going to allow that to happen.
Right. I don't think so either.
Now, the players get some compensation, I mean, besides just the basic.
No, the thing,
the scholarship, right?
The thing is that they wanted the players to get up to $5,000 beyond the basic grant, beyond the basic financial aid.
Yeah, because a lot of the players are literally starving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not if you're not a Michael Jordan or King, you're not getting taken care of. We're the lowest of the lowest of the lowest on the totem pole. Their thing is that you got the scholarship, you're getting this education.
Right.
And when I say they work you, it's from sun up to sundown. And if you want it bad enough, then you're gonna do it. But to not give the athlete the money when you're making all this money off the sneakers and this and that. I'm just like when Weber and Michigan did the whole switch to soccer. At some point you got to progress, like the internet, just like how we've grown and we're doing this here. At some point the NCAA has to progress and understand that these kids are going to go straight to the professional.
But you know what that is?
But what do you consider amateur athletics then? You see what I'm saying? I mean, so.
But really, it really
That's
boils
what
down to
that's
the good old boy system.
what they're
getting paid, and they don't want to share some of the wealth.
Yeah, but
it is the system.
They haven't figured out how to cut up the pie.
Would they, you're saying pay just the athletes or all the students that are having scholarships?
That goes for all
across the board.
All
students.
Yeah.
All sports.
So all students, not just the athletes.
Athletes, so it's what they were talking about.
Because you have other students.
You guys got to confuse. It's student athletes.
Student athletes.
Right, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
I'm trying to clarify that.
What about this? What about compensation for the revenue-producing sports? Are you saying just all of the athletes, whether they're playing lacrosse, whether they're playing, women's soccer or wrestling? You talking about just the revenue-producing sports?
No.
No, all those student athletes across the board.
It should be across the board.
And all of those, whether it's a sport that's familiar or not, there's still revenue coming into the institutions for those sports.
Yeah,
it may not be as big as basketball and rugby. They're not getting the same thing, but there is revenue.
Yeah.
The rugby team has Nike on. They're not wearing. Yeah,
but the reason why they have Nike on is probably because of the football team and the basketball. Some of those sports are actually losing.
Losing programs.
Let's say the football program might cover the entire, the entire athletic department.
Yeah. I saw just a quick clip. A player was paralyzed, college player. Did any of y'all see that?
No.
Okay, it was just a ticker tape that highlight. But this is my point. Now, this person's life is ruined. Now, does the college collegiate association cover this kid's medical?
Well, actually, that's a good point to me because actually one of the players from Cal ironically is actually suing Cal for something very similar to that.
Okay.
Because they're talking about it was a medical malpractice case that's actually going on right now.
Yeah.
It's actually going on right now because they were actually injured, and now they're trying to get compensation when they were playing for them, and the university's not taking care of them like you feel as though they should. So there's actually
football
litigation.
may be one of those assumed risk of liability.
Yeah.
They may have signed off on your injuries or signed away
contracts.
Your
I ain't no waiver.
Yeah, but I
sign a waiver.
I don't see how they could.
They would assume a risk. I mean, it's like you're going to get hurt playing football, and then you get hurt and you're surprised you want to sue. I mean,
Well,
there's no waiver.
That's
the only thing no kids sign is.
You know what we can
grant is that's letter and tip. That's it. That's all they sign.
We can pick up on that next week because we're out of time.
Can I come back?
Yeah, you come back. Thanks to Smitty. Cassandra Calloway.
Yep.
Did I say that right?
Cassandra Calloway, yeah. Be here tomorrow at 1:30. My show launches tomorrow here from 1:30 to 2:30. I have the Supremes, Paula J. Parker, and Victor Orlando in the house.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
I'm going to be at work, but I'm going to turn the...
All you got to do is you can watch us on the phone now.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
going to watch it.
That's right.
The Vince, thank you. I see
sir.
Jim.
Shout out to Sun Lady.
Sun Lady, yeah.
Yeah.
The historian, thank you, Pierre. And you
course.
came through
Thank you for
with the box of goodies.
Yeah.
Fries.
Yeah, you know.
And Doc, this is Just Sports with Sonny Wells.
What's your style? Curly? Straight? Wavy? Or maybe you like it natural? Introducing Secret Styling Hair Care Products by Smith Products Company, LLC. A complete line of hair moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, and an assortment of other hair styling aids formulated for today's fashion-conscious consumer. Enhance your style. Get the secret.